Okay, so this is a quick overview of my internal link auditing tool using ScreamingFrog data. I did record a video for this about a month ago, but being the prat I am, I deleted it from YouTube. So here we go with a take two. So what this tool does then, yes, it's using ScreamingFrog to collect data and then Excel macros to put it into some like pretty tables and sort of make it usable data, because what you get out of ScreamingFrog is just really hard to manage and sift through. So for the sake of this demonstration, I randomly picked a victim site of toolsfirst.com. You want to go into configuration, spider, untick all of this extraction because we don't need any of this data. Make sure though that in your crawl, the page links, you have everything ticked. We do need to use all of that. And then we set up custom extraction, which gets all the links on every page. So we want to get the HTML element. It will be div, I always forget this, at class equals, and I did this earlier for this site. I should have copied and pasted it. I remember what it was though, entry content, which is your typical Elementor one actually. You can, if you're doing this for other purposes, just put the slash get only the href data, which will be only the links. But I want the whole A class because there's some things that are in the A class that I want along with just the link element. But yeah, that's a discussion for another day. So you whack that in and you hit start. I'm now going to pause the video because you don't need to wait for it to finish crawling. In fact, it looks damn quick. Yeah, we'll leave it. Not so many pages. So what you can see here is what it's doing is it's going out for each page. These are your URLs here, and these are the custom extraction of all the A tags, which contains all the links. There can be just hundreds per page. You never quite know. Up to 125 it seems. But yeah, there's loads per page sometimes, but it's got the whole link, where it links to, the classes, everything like that. Okay, so now it's finished. There are two exports that we need. So we want to export the custom extraction. I've got it open in another tab. Okay. And you also want the all-in links. So I would export that as well, but I've already exported them, so no need to do it again. So we can then close ScreamingFrog. So the spreadsheet that you download would be this one, the Link Audit Master. It's got 5 different macros in it, which enables us to take this data from ScreamingFrog and put it into nice tables for us to analyze what's going on with our internal links. So the first one is to create the 2 sheets that I need. Job done. I then need to copy and paste the 2 exports into this sheet. So all in links goes into the all in links sheet. And then close that. And the custom extraction, which is the main one that we want, goes into the custom extraction sheet. So you can see when you do a custom extraction to get all internal links from a ScreamingFrog crawl, this is what you're presented with. So pick the bones out of that. What anchor text are you using? What page links where? It's a mess. So these macros in this tool basically cleans this up and puts it into a good format for us. So the first thing we do is parse all data. It then takes all this information, spreads it out across a few sheets, which makes it easier to look at and more manageable to be of actual use. Takes a little time, but I did program into the bottom here sort of progress reports, so you know it hasn't locked up. And we're finished. It's got some information here of what you want to do next. I'm not going to read it because it's all explained in the article below. You can do this at your own leisure. But all I'm going to do is I'm going to go to sort it A to Z, and I'm going to delete all these hashtag type links because they are, generally speaking, just table of contents links, and I don't want to have them in my final data. There's a lot more stuff that I would delete, but for the sake of this video, I'm not going to bother. So the third macro is finalize the sheets. So at the second stage, we've cleaned up the data to make it better. I haven't done a good job of it, but you will. Third one is to finalize the sheets. If we click this, it then takes this remaining data, separates it into some useful sheets for us, if we want to analyze our linking. So first of all, you'll notice then we have this rels and status summary sheet. So this mainly comes from this status codes, which gives you all the 404s, 301s, 302s, you know, everything that ScreamingFrog found that are in your pages. It also goes through these other sheets I've created, like internal incoming links, internal outgoing links. I'll explain those a bit later. But it just summarizes all of that data to tell you how many internal links you have on your site, how many external, whether they're no follow, sponsored, UGC, no opener, whether they open in the same or different windows, etc. It also tells you whether any are blocked by robots text, you know, whether any are 301s, 302s. So you have all this data here, so you can know if you have any issues like 404s, 301s. If you want all your internal links to open in the same window, but you've got entries here for new window, you can use the data that I've created in these other sheets to go and sort that kind of stuff out. Same for external links. If you want them opening in, say, the same window, sorry, in a new window, but you have some opening in the same like he does, I could go into this external out, and then in this no follow column, I can just sort it, you know, A to Z, find the ones that are not no follow. Got it wrong, not no follow, new window. I can sort it to find the ones that are not new window, or just filter for blanks. You know, you can use like Excel filtering. Filter it for blanks, and then it shows me all of the external links that do not open in a new window. Somewhere there. Which will be these ones. You can then, you know, sort it A to Z. These blue lines I've just put in to separate all the data, but you know, it is there and it's easy for you to sort out if you wanted it. And let's just remove that again. You can see all them blanks there is because I've separated out each, say, internal page, so you know exactly what page they're on. But you know, you're free to just kind of go and sort it by A to Z if you wanted to. Remove all those blue lines. It's entirely up to you. I just like them separated out for a nice visual effect. So what else do we have? We have down at the bottom any relative URLs that were found. So a relative URL will just be you know, where you have slash page, you don't have the domain in it. And I've highlighted them red in the sheet. I don't know if we can actually find one. So there's one here. So this was a relative URL. So you are linking to only this part of it in dark. That's your entire link, which is fine. You can do ahref and put that in. And I've just highlighted those because you may not realize you've got them, whether you want them or not. And I just fill in the domain there in red to highlight them so you can actually see which ones are like that. Except I just took the color out. Because I do a lot with Amazon, I also take a look at all the Amazon links, how many of them are no follows. You can see here he's got 12 Amazon links that have not been no followed, so you should go and sort that out. No opener, whatever. I also look for the tag, so everybody that uses an Amazon link that's not an Amazon.to link should have a tag in it, and this looks for them. So this will actually tell you how many of these standard Amazon links you have without any tags. You know, sorting that out can increase your bottom line, obviously. I also do the same with Amazon.to links. I can't check for the tag in those, but for both of these, it tells you if they're no follow, sponsored, UGC, new window, same window, etc. So you just get like a nice, healthy overview. In the link summary sheet, this basically tells you for any given URL, let's just pick one, how many internal links outgoing you have. So there's 3 internal outgoing links on this page to other pages on your site. There are 4 internal incoming links to this page, and there are 10 external links going out to other sites, which is obviously going to be Amazon on this best type sort of keyword. But this shows you know, kind of at a glance, which pages. I mean, if I just sorted it, say A to Z, it shows you here like all the pages that have only got 1, 2 external link, no, internal link, I should say, coming from that page to others. You can also see by sorting just A to Z, pages on your site that don't have any internal links from other pages at all, or only have 1. So these can be quite quick wins. You know, if you're trying to sort of rank for best pocket hole jig, why are you only internally linking to it once? You know, go out there and spray some more at it. It might help things. The next sheet along is internal incoming links. So what you have is the target page in column B, where the link come from in column C, the anchor text that is used, whether there is any no follow sponsored UGC tags, whether it opens in a new window, and I also include the first link class in the A tag, which is why I didn't only extract the href link. I wanted the A tag as well, because this can help you identify where it is. Is it an AAWP button? Are you using genie.us? Whatever. If you've added classes, it can be useful information. So yeah, it tells you each one here. I mean, this is useful because, this is obviously like belt sander reviews. So am I using enough exact match anchor text? Am I using too much exact match anchor? Should I vary it up a bit? Am I using any variations? You get to see just at a glance exactly what anchor text is used from all these different pages to internally link to this page, so you can go out there, use that information to improve on it. You may have too many exact match, not enough. You should be using variations. As you've seen in here, you might have pages that just have almost no internal links whatsoever. You should go and sort that out. The internal out tab is the same as the internal in tab. So this is how many outgoing links you have from each of your pages on your site. So these are the pages in question, where they link to, and the anchor text they use. It's basically the same info as this, except this is the target page. This is where the link comes from. On this one, it's where does each page on your site link to, and the anchor text used, and then all the tags and stuff. The external out shows you the pages on your site and all the external links that they have, the anchor text that is used, and you can see it includes images as well, whether it's no followed, sponsored, whether it opens in the same window, the class that is used, etc. Don't need that filter on there. So it just gives you like a good overview of all your external linking as well. So all in all, this is quite useful information to go out and assess, tweak and optimize your internal and external linking from all of your pages. I think it's quite powerful. It's how I like to do things. It's certainly better than all of this, which is all you get from ScreamingFrog. Using a custom class that you enter into the custom extraction, you're only going to get links as well that are in the body of the content. You don't have to spend a ton of time deleting all the footer links, the menu links, the sidebar links, the social profile links, etc. Because when you're using ScreamingFrog, which you saw at the start of the process, you'll type in a particular class that identifies only the in-content links. So that's a general overview. Oh, I forgot one more thing. There's omitted. Do you remember when at the start you've got 5 macros? So I do 2 to parse all data. Then you spend some time deleting stuff that you don't want to be in this data because it just makes it a bit dirty and messy. Well, all that stuff that you deleted, after you run number 3, it actually compiles that for you into another sheet. So you can see here, I only deleted all the table of contents links. So it's actually got all the table of contents links on this site separated out for each domain. Is that useful? I don't know. Maybe you could maybe spot where, say, your table of contents is a bit too over optimized with exact match terms, for instance, upping your keyword densities. But also, it's kind of there for me to troubleshoot it if shit goes wrong when you're running these macros as well. So yeah. Okay, and that's about it. So how you set this up, a lot more on why it's useful and what you can do, all in the article below. So do have a read. Okay, thank you.